Chapter 2. Bones and Muscles. Can you see your bones? No, but we can feel some of them underneath our skin. Bones are living tissues. Bones have hard outer layer called cortical, compact bone, which is strong, dense and tough. Spongy inner bones are lighter as compared to compact bones. They have their own blood supply as well as nerves which help them to grow and repair themselves. Teachers, please. Let the students speak about the different uses of the bones and muscles in our body and how can they keep them healthy and strong. Bones are composed of calcium, phosphorus and a fibrous substance known as collagen. They have a central cavity containing bone marrow. Bone marrow is the flexible tissue in the interior of bones. In humans, red blood cells are produced by bone marrow. Usually a child is born with 300 soft bones. With the growth of the child, these bones fuse together and an adult person has 206 bones. Major functions of bones. They provide structural support and protect various organs of the body. They produce red blood cells. They enable mobility by acting as levers and points of attachment for muscles. They act as a storage for calcium, phosphorus and essential minerals for various cellular activities throughout the body. The skeleton system. The skeleton system is made up of 206 bones and includes all the bones and joints in the body. The skeleton is a framework of bones that provide protection, give the body proper shape and help in the movement. The human skeleton is divided into the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton includes the vertebral column, the rib cage, the skull and other associated bones. The appendicular skeleton, which is attached to the axial skeleton, includes the shoulder girdle, the pelvic girdle and the bones of the upper and lower limbs. Functions. The human skeleton performs 5 major functions: support, movement, protection, production of blood cells, warehouse of important minerals. The skull is the most complicated bony structure that forms the head of the skeleton. It provides a protective case for the brain and supports the structures of the face. The skull is composed of 2 parts, the cranium and the mandible. The human skull contains 22 bones. Out of these, 8 bones form a rigid hollow case called cranium, which protects the brain. Other 14 bones from the face and are called facial bones, which support the eyes, nose and mouth. All the bones of the skull except the lower jawbone form a rigid structure. There is a fluid-filled space in between the skull and the brain that protects the brain from shocks and jerks. Nose does not have bones. Instead, it is made up of a material called cartilage. It is a strong elastic connective tissue which is more flexible than bones. The spine. A long, flexible column of bones extending from neck to the end of the back is called the backbone. It is also called the vertebral column. Each bone of the backbone is known as vertebrae. We have 33 small bones as our vertebrae, but as we grow, some bones fuse with one another and we are left with 26 vertebrae. Each vertebrae has a cushion of cartilage which prevents the bones from rubbing. It is due to the vertebrae that we are able to bend and twist our backbone. Each vertebrae has a hole in it. Spinal cord passes through this hole. Therefore, the vertebral column protects the spinal cord. Functions. It forms the supporting backbone of the skeleton and hence helps to support our body. It serves as a protective surrounding for delicate spinal cord. Rib cage. The ribs are delicate bones that enclose and protect the chest cavity, where organs such as heart and lungs are located. The human rib cage is made up of 12 paired rib bones. Each are symmetrically paired on the right and left side, forming a cage. The 2 lowest pairs of ribs are only attached to the spine at the back. Hence, they are called the floating ribs. The rib cage forms a part of the body's respiratory system and helps in expansion of the chest cavity so that the lungs can expand and breathe in oxygen. Limbs. In human body, there are two pairs of limbs. Forelimbs, arms. Hind limbs, legs. Forelimbs, arms. The forelimbs can be divided into upper arm, the forearm, and the hand. The upper arm of the body extends from the shoulder to the elbow and provides strength for pulling and lifting. The forearm is the part of the forelimb between the wrist and the elbow. The muscles in the forearm help the wrist to extend, rotate, and flex. Hand includes 5 fingers that allow humans to do much more complicated tasks. The upper arm has single long bone called humerus till the elbow. The lower arm is made up of 2 bones. There are 27 bones in our hand and wrist. Hind limbs, legs. At the bottom of the backbone, there are flat bones which form the pelvic girdle. Our leg bones are connected to the pelvic girdle. The leg consists of the upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, and foot. The femur is the thigh bone, which is the largest bone in the body. The base of the femur makes up part of the knee. The knee is a pivot-like hinge joint, the largest joint that connects the bones in the upper and lower leg. The lower leg has 2 bones. The ankle and foot contain 26 bones. The leg gives support to the body when we are standing and helps us to do other movements such as walk, run, and jump. Joints. A joint is a junction where 2 or more bones meet. Different parts such as bones, muscles, synovial joints, cartilages, and ligaments work together, which enable us to bend, stretch, twist, and turn easily. Most of our joints move only in certain directions. The ends of our bones are covered with a thin layer of cartilage. This cushions the joint. Stretchy stalks, called the ligaments, help to hold the joints together and prevent it from dislocating. Titbits. The only bone that is not connected to another bone is thyroid bone in the neck. It is connected by thyroid cartilages. A. Tick right the correct option.